Hi, group number twos. This is Pan. Welcome to this week's reading. This week, this card drew you guys in. He is an adorable little workman chiseling away at a dove cloud. So doves represent hope and peace, and promises. So maybe you're chiseling away at a promise, maybe to yourself or to somebody else. Maybe you're chiseling away at a hope. Maybe you're trying to find hope. We'll see, won't we? So group number twos. This week we are exploring the therapeutic style of PERMA, which are the 5 building blocks of resilience and well-being. Those 5 building blocks make up the acronym of PERMA, which is positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. And we will have a card for each of those in this reading. I will tell you the question of what each of those are as we flip them over. But yeah, this is a way to build a positive foundation, a positive grounded foundation in our life before we start hard work. It gives us something to stand on when we begin to work on the harder, more difficult things to change. So it's also just a great tool. It's a great thing to check in on when we're feeling ungrounded. So let's get to it, shall we, in group number twos? Guides and deities and everybody else associated with my group number twos, would you please give me 5 cards that have to do with the 5 building blocks of resilience and well-being? That's 2. Here's another one. 2 more, please. This one and this one. Okay, thank you. So let's get started, shall we, group number twos? Okay, so our first card here, this card has to do with positive emotions. How can I be cultivating positive emotions? And the card you guys have here, is the 3 of Swords. Now this is an interesting one to get in the positive emotions spot. Because the 3 of Swords is about grief and heartache. Normally it's a heart with 3 swords stabbed into it, so pretty rough message when associated with positive emotions. But what I am going to say about this card is that sometimes when we are in grief, the best way to cultivate positive emotions is through the negative ones. And what do I mean by that? I mean that sometimes, that all of the time, we need to feel on our emotions and have them to be able to let them go. If we're just like stomping them down and pretending they don't exist, they will be there forever. But if we feel and experience these negative emotions and let them have their time, and understand how they live in our bodies, and then once we have had them, be able to say, okay, we did it. That sometimes, actually a lot of the time, is the way to positive emotions. For example, like the other week, I had a terrible week, and like all I needed was to like cry about it to somebody. And it was really hard for me to like find the person or the time to do that with. But once I had, like, I felt so much better. Like, I could laugh again all of a sudden because my heart wasn't so heavy because I wasn't holding all of this in it. It was out. I had walked through the negative emotion. So now there was space again for the positive emotions. The only way out of hell is through. So, how can I be cultivating positive emotions? We can not ignore the negative ones. We can purge the negative ones. Have them, understand them, let them go. Yeah. This image in particular is two friends experiencing this emotion, experiencing this heavy heart, heavy moment, heavy sadness. They're particularly sad over the death of this flower. But processing those negative emotions with somebody could be very helpful for you, because not only will that enable you to have the negative emotion in a safe place, it also enables you to find comfort in someone and them pour into you as well. So, finding somebody to purge negative emotion with could be a good start to cultivating positive emotions. Maybe a therapist, because our friends try their best, but also they don't have they don't have degrees in how to professionally comfort someone. You know what I mean? Like, yes, your friend knows you better, but also that's a lot of pressure on them. So unless your friend explicitly agrees, I would suggest a therapist. But yes. Oh, hi, Magus. Magus just woke up from his nap. Hey, boobies. Yeah, so I think that is all I want to say about that card. So we're gonna move on from it. The next card we have, card number 2, this talks about engagement, flow. Where will I find focus and the ability to embrace the present moment? So, flow, engagement. The card that you guys have here is the Ace of Swords. This is a really pretty Ace of Swords too. Bless you, Magus. So, the Ace of Swords really talks about new ideas, new way of thinking, new thought processes, new ways of seeing and understanding the world around you. So, engagement, flow, where will I find focus and the ability to embrace the present moment? I think this is telling you that, like, new ideas, new way of thinking are not your enemy. They're not bad. Even if you've thought about something a certain way for a really long time and you're like, or maybe you were taught that something is wrong and now you're thinking about it in a different way. You're like, maybe it's not wrong. That's not bad. That's growth. That's not, it's something to be proud of. It's not something to shy away from. So if you're finding yourself starting to have new ideas about old things, or new perspectives on things of your past or moments in your past, or particularly what are you trying to say, Spirit? If you're having realizations about things of the past that give you a new perspective on now, that is not a thing to be ignored, and that is not a thing to push to the side. This is a new way to find focus and the ability to embrace the present moment, because you are now understanding your own point of view in a different way, and it's an exciting time. It's an exciting shift, because this change in perspective, this change in way of thinking, changes how you relate to the world, changes how you are able to interact with the world. Like this little guy who's like chiseling at a cloud. That should be impossible in the old way of thinking. But in this new way of thinking, this is a totally achievable goal. See what I'm saying? So I think the universe or your guides or spirit is trying to say that, like, you will find focus and the ability to embrace the present moment by embracing these new perspective shifts. By embracing the question, but what if that was fine? Or, but what if it was different? But what if this was true? The what if question can really shift our mindset into new and exciting dimensions, really. So yes, you can find flow and focus as you embrace new ideas and new perspectives. Yeah, it's going to bring your world into focus, as if like you're somebody who hasn't had the proper prescription of glasses for a while, and then you put on new glasses that are actually in your prescription, and you're like, oh, I was missing a lot of detail in the world, right? So, yes. So, our next card, card number 3, this is about relationships. Where do my relationships need work and improvement? And the card that we have for you guys is the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles talks about a lack of something. In this card, it's talking about a lack of harvest. She's lost, something has come along and ate all of her hard harvested fruits and berries and things. So this could be talking about maybe a loss in friendships. Maybe there was a rift that happened, and so now you're looking around and finding all of your friendship baskets empty, or something like that. Or perhaps you are shifting perspectives, changing your mindset, and realizing, looking around you, that not a lot of people around you share this mindset, and there's a need to find people who do. So, where do my relationships need work or improvement? We need more of them. This is talking about a need to, as an adult, find new friends, which is a very difficult thing to do. I totally understand. And it's not a thing that's uncommon, actually. It's a very common thing, especially in this post-pandemic world that we live in. Finding friends as an adult is very difficult. And because of the pandemic, we all got moved and separated. During the pandemic, a lot of people got moved to working from home, or just stopped working completely, or moved, or all the things. So you find yourself in a place where you don't have a lot of friends. That is way more common than you'd think. So there's actually a lot of us out there that are looking for friends. I'm actually going to link one of my favorite YouTube creators, actually. I'm gonna link her video down in the description box for you guys. Her name is Mickey, and she's a therapist, and she just did a video like a couple weeks ago that talks about this very thing, that talks about how to find new friends as an adult. And she puts it way better than I can put it. So I'm gonna link that down in this description. If this resonates with you, go watch that video because it is great advice and she's super knowledgeable, has a lot of degrees. I like her a lot. If you're watching my channel, you'll probably like her a lot too. So I'm gonna put that video down in the description. Don't forget to do that, Pan. So check it out down in the description, probably underneath of the group links. There will be a link to Mickey's video about how to make friends as an adult. We need more friendships, need more relationships. So this video is a way to push you in that direction. So, okay, so card number 4, this is the card of meaning, purpose in life. What in my life gives me purpose? And the card we have for you guys is the Knave of Pentacles. Oh, look at that cute little kid. I love the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the eternal student. They are the page of learning, page of knowing, page of absorbing, I guess, is how I would put it. This page in particular is beautifully innocent, and this card could be talking about your purpose to take care of somebody younger than you, whether you have children or you're an aunt or an uncle, or you just are like the mom or dad friend of your friend group or something like that. It could be talking about your purpose is taking care of or teaching the younger generations. This could be a huge purpose. That is a very fulfilling purpose. But it could also be just talking about yourself. Being the constant student, the person who never stops learning. That is a lovely purpose. Continuing to learn, continuing to be curious, continuing to find new perspectives in the world. That is a beautiful purpose. And like, it could mean going back to school, but it could just be like, I learned everything about ponies today because I fell down an internet hole. Like, that's so cool. Now you know everything about ponies. Like, being a constant student of the world sometimes means falling down internet holes, and other times it means approaching every aspect of life with curiosity instead of approaching situations that harm us with the idea of now I'm hurt. Instead, approaching that hard moment with curiosity. I know that's not always possible, but it's definitely a way of living that can mitigate a lot of arguments between you and other people, because if you're constantly curious about why people are the way they are, you'll definitely be able to see from other people's perspectives a lot more often. And approaching things with curiosity instead of defensiveness opens people up to you a lot more. So that's a great purpose. All right, so card number 5, accomplishment. How am I flourishing right now? And the card that we have for you guys is the Star card. This is such a pretty star card. I'm actually focusing on her. Thank you. So the Star card talks about how you are a bright and shining star. No matter who you are. Sorry, that's a song. That's the song I associate with this card. Shining bright to be who you can truly be. Okay, so this is a card that talks about being truly ourselves, allowing our light to shine, allowing us to be us no matter what, shining forth our personality and not letting anybody else dictate or determine how we express ourselves. And you are flourishing in that department. Well done. Your guides are saying, hey, this whole new shift in perspective, beginning to be able to work through negative emotions instead of just burying them, our constant ability to approach life with curiosity, these things are allowing you to be you. They're bringing forth your personality. And yeah, we need to find some more friends, but you being you is what will attract people to you. So, last but not least, you guys, I have an affirmative card for you guys. So I'm just going to get one affirmative card for you. And that will be your reading group number 2s. So, the card that I have for you guides, and everybody for group number 2, would you please give me one affirmative card for my group number 2s? This one? Oh, you got 2. Okay. So, the 2 cards that your guides brought out for you are personal growth. That seems very appropriate. And don't worry, I'm going to read these to you. And also forgiveness. That could be really talking about these negative emotions that we started out the reading with. So, the first card that you got was personal growth. And it says, as I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away, like training wheels on a bike. They helped me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. And last but not least, your forgiveness card. It says, congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. Aww, that's so beautiful. Well, my group number 2s, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out so much. Again, I hope you have a blessed everything. And I will see you on our next reading. This was Pan. Bye, you guys. Oh, also check out Mickey's video down in the description. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.